What is going on, YouTube? So coming back today with my Miami Dolphins football preview for 2016. So just got done with the 49ers preview, and then I'm doing this one, and then last one is the Bengals preview. So that is the last one for the day, and actually it's the last one overall. So let's start with the first of my three key players, and I'm going to start with the quarterback Ryan Tannehill. So I feel like 2015 was Tannehill's season to really break out. If it seemed like, at least as a fantasy football guy, it seemed like if he didn't break out last year, that it probably wasn't going to happen. And I mean, he still has a chance to. He still had a decent career up to this point. But again, it feels like you know what you're going to get every year from him at this point. So next key player, and I want to say players because I think it's really just the entire position that matters, which is the Dolphins running back with Jay, and then Arian Foster. You know, they signed Arian Foster to, I believe, a one-year deal just a few weeks ago. So this is going to be an important position for the Dolphins. Just another name to watch out for, Kenyon Drake, the rookie from Alabama. I think he'd be able to make noise in the Dolphin-style offense. You know, this is an offense that's going to be without Lamar Miller this year, a guy that really seemed like he was their go-to guy, running back moving forward. And then last key player, moving to the defensive side of the ball, Ndamukong Suh, defensive tackle, you know, had, again, just mixed results, checkered results just as a whole. You know, signed to a big contract last year. I believe the Dolphins restructured it this year. And we'll see. We'll see if he can get any better this year. You know, they got Byron Maxwell at one corner and then Tony Lippett at the other, which honestly isn't the worst combination. You know, I really thought the Dolphins this offseason were going to end up taking a cornerback in the draft. They ended up not doing that. So I invested a first-round pick on Laramie Tunsil, which wasn't a bad pickup at their spot either way. Anyway, in defense, we'll see what they have to give this year. I think this is a defense that has a lot of upside between guys like Mario Williams, like I said, Earl Mitchell, Cameron Wake especially. Maybe the best player on that defense, Cameron Wake. And then, if I didn't mention him already, Kiko Alonso at linebacker. If he can stay healthy, he's a dominant linebacker. There's no way around that. He's just got to stay healthy. Anyway, worst case scenario for the Miami Dolphins. Again, you're coming off a season last year where I believe you went 6-10. Worst case scenario for me this year is 5-11, because I think this is a Dolphins team that's got enough talent to the point where 5 wins would not. I don't think anything worse than that would happen. Best case scenario, I say, is 10-6 with a loss in the divisional round of the playoffs. Just, you know, the opposite side of things, while this is a team that does have quite a bit of talent on it, see if it's going to reach its potential. But either way, this is a team that also you feel like is just not in the top tier of the AFC East yet. You know, I think I said last one I said was AFC North. I did wrong division. Sorry about that. Miami Dolphins are definitely not in the North. So either way, like I said, I think that's best case scenario. My overall record predictions for the Dolphins this year, I think it'll get better this year. I think they're going to be going 7-9. Again, I think this is a team with a lot of talent, a lot of ability moving forward. If you're a Dolphins fan, I guess that's one thing to look forward to is, you know, I think both sides of the ball, this is a team that looks at least decent long term. Just between looking at their depth chart right now, you know, I like their future receiver, between drafting a guy like Leonte Crew, picking a guy like Jakeem Grant, who I think is one of the most underrated players in the draft as is, and then obviously, like I just said, Jarvis Landry, Devontae Parker. Devontae Parker, one guy that definitely could be a breakout player for the Dolphins this year. But either way, that'll pretty much do it for this video. Like I said, I got one more preview to do, which is the Cincinnati Bengals, and a good team to talk about at that. If you've not seen any of the other videos and you want to go check those out, then the link to the place will be in the description below. And if you want to go check out any of the previews ahead of time, if the Bengals one has not been uploaded yet, that'll be on my website. Link to that will be in the description below, and to all the other previews as well. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So yeah.